The Houston rap duo Underground Kings was at the peak of its career on the charts and on the way to a Grammy nomination when tragedy struck in December.
To this day, I'm still looking for what the happened.
Right.
What the happened? And
his mom thinks he was poisoned, and there was someone with him when he passed who was a very shady, strange character. So there was actually a person of interest.
On December 4th, 2007, Pimp C was in West Hollywood, California, working on a new music project and engaging with fellow artists. Pimp C had been staying at the Mondrian Hotel, a trendy spot on the famous Sunset Strip. Known for its luxurious accommodations and panoramic view of Los Angeles, it was a place that catered to the lifestyle of musicians and celebrities. The day was supposed to end with Pimp C catching a flight back to his home in Texas. He was scheduled to leave in the morning, but never made it to the airport. Concerned by his absence, his cousin, Edgar, called Pimp C's wife. What was meant to be a routine check turned into a tragedy. Hotel staff found Pimp C unresponsive in his room. Despite immediate efforts to revive him, it was too late. The Los Angeles County Fire Department was called to the scene, but pronounced him deceased. Chad Lamont Butler, better known as Pimp C, was one half of the influential duo Underground Kings, or UGK. Pimp C and his rap partner Bun B both grew up in Port Arthur, Texas, a city not initially recognized for its rap scene. Pimp C and Bun B, both passionate about music from a young age, found common ground in their love of rap. They began their musical journey together in 1987, merging Pimp C's production skills and Bun B's lyrical prowess. Their unique sound, a blend of gritty Southern reality and smooth, soulful beats, quickly set them apart from their peers. The duo chose the name Underground Kings because of their unique country rap style, which they felt might be difficult for outsiders to understand. UGK's debut came in 1992 with the album Too Hard to Swallow, which included tracks that resonated with the harsh realities of Southern life. This raw, unfiltered style became a hallmark of UGK's music and laid the groundwork for their success. They continued to rise in the hip-hop community with albums like Super Tight in 1994. But it was their third studio album, Riding Dirty, released in 1996, that catapulted UGK to national fame. The album, acclaimed for its distinct sound and rich, multi-layered production, peaked at number 15 on the Billboard Top R&B Hip-Hop Album chart and remains a defining work of Southern hip-hop. Their recognition soared with features on high-profile singles like Jay-Z's Big Pimpin' in 2000. But the making of the song was not without hiccups. Rumor on the street is that Pimp C initially didn't want to do the song at all. Apparently, Jay-Z was in the room while the three rappers' teams were negotiating the deal and overheard Pimp C on the speakerphone taking a dig at him. According to interviews, he was on a group call with Pimp C and a record executive who offered UGK a $1 million check for a collab, but Pimp C was loyal to Tupac and wasn't too keen on working with Jay-Z. In fact, during a phone call about the deal, he made a comment suggesting Jay-Z should donate the payment to Tupac's mother instead. Realizing the tension, Jay-Z decided to personally meet Pimp C in Texas. This effort helped them to get past their differences, and Pimp C finally agreed to be a part of Big Pimpin'. That meeting eventually happened, and the song is now known as one of the most incredible rap collabs of all time, including Pimp C's iconic line, "What you knew about them Texas boys?" According to the story, Pimp would only agree to do 8 bars on the song, refused to fly to the Caribbean for the initial video shoot, wouldn't show up for the second shoot in Miami until his brand new Mercedes was delivered to Florida, insisted on having his girlfriend at the time in the video, and refused to take off his white, floor-length mink coat during filming. Bun, ever protective of Pimp C's legacy, has called his verse 8 of the most iconic bars in history. That, and collaborating on 3 6 Mafia's Sippin' on Some Syrup, significantly boosted their reputation. Yet, just as the group seemed poised to take over the world and properly put their hometown on the map, Pimp C fell into a spiral of legal troubles. Pimp C's first major legal issue occurred in 2000. He was arrested in Houston's Sharpstown Mall after an altercation that escalated to him allegedly brandishing a firearm. The incident led to charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Though initially managing to avoid jail time, Pimp C's legal battles took a serious turn in 2002. After failing to comply with the terms of his probation, which included regular reporting to a probation officer, completing community service, and staying out of legal trouble, Pimp C was sentenced to 8 years in prison. UGK was forced to go on hiatus, and Pimp C could only contribute to music sporadically through verses he had recorded before his imprisonment. During his time in prison, the hip-hop community rallied around Pimp C. Free Pimp C became a widespread campaign among fans and fellow artists. Pimp C was released in December 2005 after serving nearly 4 years of his sentence. His return to the music scene was celebrated with the release of his solo album, Pimpalation, in 2006, which he used as a platform to address his incarceration and its effects on his life and career. The news of Pimp C's passing spread quickly, shocking fans and the music community alike. The rapper had been in Los Angeles working on new material for a solo album, and the Texas icon was as feisty as ever in recent interviews prior to his passing. So when Pimp C's body was initially discovered in a room at the Mondrian Hotel, the news was met with disbelief by many. But eventually, his manager released a statement extending his official condolences to Pimp C's wife and children. Several hundred fans began lining up as early as 7:30 a.m. to ensure admittance to Pimp C's farewell service at the Robert A. Bob Bowers Civic Center on December 13, 2007. Thousands were expected. For some, the beginning of the farewell service was somber. DJ Paul of 3 6 Mafia sunk down in his seat in sorrow, and some friends and fans were crying before they even made it into the building. Not only was Pimp C a hip-hop legend, he was their legend. Pimp and his partner, Bun B, tirelessly repped their hometown throughout their career. Bun personally escorted Pimp's son into the service. After the farewell service, Bun B shared a tone of optimism. "It's not about the loss," he explained. "It's about the gain. We lost our homie, but we gained so much from his life. That's what people are realizing. People been so stuck in their grief and their pain. The pastor came and gave some good words. His mom, especially, got up there and gave people a lot of encouragement. To see his mom so strong made a lot of people realize, let me stop wallowing in my self-pity. If his mom can get it right, we all can get it right." Just a short time after Pimp C's passing, it was announced that UGK was nominated for a Grammy for Best Rap Collaboration for their track International Players Anthem featuring Outkast. "I just got a call about a few hours ago that we got a Grammy nomination," Bun B said. "Me and my VP from Jive Records, we're talking about this because we've been on this label for 15 years. We've known these people longer than we've known a lot of people in our lives." And he can always remember Pimp telling him, "We're going to the Grammys," and them looking at this little kid from Port Arthur like he's crazy. He may make some good music and sell a few records, but that kind of stuff doesn't go to the Grammys. And 15 years later, a song I told him we shouldn't do, and he was adamant about it, and he got his Grammy nomination, just like he always wanted. But how did Pimp C end up face down on a mattress? On Sippin' on Some Syrup, a track for which UGK collaborated with 3 6 Mafia, Pimp C boasted of his affinity for codeine. Cough medicine, combined with a number of mixers, is a popular beverage for some southern regions. Cough syrup is often mixed with soft drinks and called lean. I got the red promethazine, thick orange, and yellow tuss Pimp C wrapped on the track. According to the autopsy report, Pimp C had prescription codeine in the system when he passed away, and initial reports at the time of his passing suggested the rapper had over-the-counter codeine in his possession. Pimp C also suffered from sleep apnea, which caused a blockage of the airways during sleep. The assistant chief coroner in the LA County Coroner's Office said the effects of codeine, when combined with a condition such as Pimp C's, are deadly. He had prescription medication in him when he passed away, and his levels were elevated but not really high, so it wasn't an overdose from the codeine, but we think it was a result of taking the cough medication with the sleeping problems, said the coroner. The coroner explained that a disorder such as sleep apnea causing blockages of the airways during sleep. Meanwhile, the effect of cough syrup also suppressed respiratory breathing. The combination seemed to prove to be too much for Pimp C's body to overcome, but his mother had a different story. She believed that Pimp C's passing was no accident, and he was assassinated. According to her, Pimp C's passing involved suspicious circumstances, including the presence of an unidentified person who was with him at the time of his demise, whom she regards as a shady, strange character. She contends that this person, nicknamed Buddy, may have had a role in his passing, and she wasn't alone. Some supporters and those close to Pimp C believe the factors highlighted on the autopsy don't fully account for the sudden passing, speculating that he might have been deliberately poisoned. And there has been controversy surrounding the handling of his estate after his passing. Despite their suspicions, there does not seem to be a current investigation looking into the passing of Pimp C. Pimp C left behind his wife, Shannara Butler, as well as his 3 children, Chad Lamont Butler II, DeCorey Butler, and Christian Butler. Rest in peace, Pimp C.